let's understand about structure of database. A database contains a specific structure to store data. Let us study some basic terminologies used in a database that will help us in getting acquainted with the functioning of a DBMS. Number 1. Tables. Tables are the building blocks of a database. They store the complete data in a structured manner, that is, in the form of rows and columns. Every table has a finite number of columns and rows. Elements of a table. Fields. All the columns in a table are called fields. A field describes a particular attribute of all the records in a table. For example, the field that mentions the roll number of the table, students will store the roll numbers of all students. Records. The rows in a table are called records. A record contains the values for all the fields that belong to a single person or an entity. For example, when we enter data of all the fields such as roll number, full name, and marks for a given student, it creates a new row in a table which is called a record. Data. A set of characters that represents a valid value is known as data. For example, 3, Dipti, 90, 88 and 70 are the data values for the specific fields of the following table. Students. Queries. A database stores vast amount of data, but queries help us to retrieve the filtered data based upon some conditions. Queries are also used to perform actions such as delete, update, etc. on the data based upon some criteria, conditions. Students, let's know more. Structured Query Language (SQL) is a standard interactive and programming language for retrieving and updating information from a database. Forms. Forms are the user-friendly interfaces that facilitate the process of entering data in tables and queries. A form has an attractive interface that accepts data from the user and forwards it to the corresponding table or query. Reports. Reports are used to display the selected data in a printable format. Reports collect the summarized data from one or more tables or queries and organize it in a printable form.